All right, good evening and welcome to my today live broadcast where I'll be talking about the topic which is called fear. So, what is your own definition of fear and what meaning do you give to fear? So, to me, according to Les Brown, it defines fear as a false evidence appearing real. So, fear is actually a state of mind and it is a story that our mind used to tell us that might not even come to reality. So these are the things that is going through our mind whenever we want to take action. And fear has stopped many of us from taking action that can actually take us to the next level of our life. So I remember so many years ago, I had a lot of fear. Talking to people is my challenge. In fact, before coming to live on Facebook, it's actually a fear, but I learned how to act in spite of the fear because one of my mentors said, fear, rich people, successful people, they too, they also have fear. They also have doubt and they also have worry, but they learn how to do it anyhow. They learn how to do it. There was a book called Feed the Fear and Do It Anyway. Meaning that whether we like it or not, fear will always be there. But doing it anyhow is going to take us to our next level. Because the cave that we actually fear to enter most of the time is actually the cave that holds the treasure that we're actually looking for. Meaning that outside the fear, most of the time what we don't do is what we regret most is what we don't do. But the thing that we do, we know that at least I do it. Even though it may not actually go the way we wanted it, but at least doing it is going to give us that our confidence that at least I was able to do it. So the assignment I'm doing now, coming to live now, I think I'm supposed to have done it like a month ago, but I was just having the fear. But because I stepped out 21st of last month, I did it first time, second time, and today is my 12th day. Meaning that there's a lot of people that want to write a book, but the fear have crippled them. Some people want to start something new, start a business, start a side hustle, but because of fear, and people, it's one of the reasons why that people are indecisive. Because of fear. Fear have stopped people from taking decision that will change their life or not even taking decision at all. So these are the things that fear have actually caused to a lot of people. And whenever we are operating in the fear zone, we are actually operating in our comfort zone. And there's no growth that takes place in the comfort zone. So for we to grow to become the best version of ourselves, for we to grow to become the kind of person we really want to be, we need to learn, we need to be courageous and do what we are actually fearing. Because the only way we can capture fear, the only way we can handle fear is by doing it. So you can read a lot of books, you can attend a lot of classes about how to overcome a fear. But if you don't do it, you will not be able to overcome it. Let's say you are afraid of talking to stranger. So the only way to learn how to overcome that is to go out and talk to stranger, is to go out and ask people something. So these are the way in which you can be able to overcome fear. Fear will always be there because our mind used to tell us a lot of story that might not even come to reality. That is why training your own mind is the most important skills you could ever hone in time of both happiness and success. Because if you don't learn how to control your mind, definitely your mind is going to control you and it's going to affect your happiness and also your success. So learning to control our mind is actually a skill that we need to keep learning and we need to keep getting better at it. So fear will always be there, but you should learn how to act in spite of fear. We should learn how to act in spite of doubt. We should learn how to act in spite of worry. We should even learn how to act when we are not uncomfortable. Because when we are not in comfort zone, that is where we are growing. And that is where we can actually achieve something better than what we have in life. So that fear is actually things that people really give a lot of meaning to. It has crippled a lot of people. Fear have put a lot of people in the hospital. Fear have actually caused a lot of bad things in our society than courage. So that is why those that are courageous are those that are after the God heart. So the Bible said that the David is actually a man out of my after my heart. I think I learned this from one of my mentors who's actually a Christian. So when he was teaching us one day, he said that David, despite that he did a lot of things, but God is still the man after the God heart, because David was very, very courageous. He's the one that killed Goliath. He's the one that, before he even come to kill Goliath, he was actually in the bush, killing lion, killing bear face to face, facing lion. So he was able to do a whole lot of things that people did not even recognize until when it is now time when he now killed Goliath. That is what now make him to be very popular in Bible. So I think the story is also in the Quran too. So having a courage is actually a warrior's habit. So is it because anything you want to do, whenever you want to start doing it, there will always be fear. And fear is part of negative emotion. Fear is a part of negative emotion, while courage is actually a positive emotion. So we need to learn how to train our mind. Our mind is just like our hand. Our mind is also like our tongue. Our mind is also like our ears, our eye, and also like our leg. So our leg now cannot take us to where we don't want to go. We are the one that is controlling our leg. Okay, go this way, it will go. Go this way, it will go. Don't go this way, it will not go this way. So that is exactly how our mind also operates. Our mind is going to start telling us a lot of story. This person do it, it did not work. This person do it, it failed. And we can now control that mind, that what of this person that do it, that succeed. That is why I posted something on my status yesterday that do not think about 100 ways that things will not work. Think about that one singular reason why it will work. Because the same thing that did not work for somebody is actually working for somebody else. So tomorrow I'm going to be sharing 1, 2, or more of the kind of fear that people do have, including me, because all of us, we always do have fear. But the whole idea is that immediately we start doing it anyhow, we start acting in spite of the fear, we see ourselves having more confidence in doing it. Because anything we want to do at the first is going to be very difficult. But if we do it the second time, we do it the third time, and before you know it, we are even doing it without having the fear again. So learning how to act in spite of fear is actually the successful way, while letting fear stop you is actually an average nature of life. Because those who are living in average, they are in the comfort zone. So for we to live up to our potential, we need to learn how to expand our container. We grow ourselves out of the comfort zone. So when we grow out of the comfort zone and we are in an uncomfort situation, and before you know it too, that place will also become comfortable. When that time we still have comfortable, we still need to grow ourselves to be bigger than that place that we have. So tomorrow I'll come live again and I will share 1, 2, or more of the kind of fear in which people have. So one of it is fear of public speaking. Like me too, I have this fear for a long time. It's not even that I don't know what to say per se, but I may know it, but because I'll have the fear like what people will say, what people will think, because I have that low self-esteem, what people will say, what people will think. So these are the things that our mind is actually telling us. So our mind is like a opera news that is made up of a lot of story that will not even come to reality. So let us learn how to identify fear as a false evidence that is appearing real to us. It is a false. It is something that is a lie. But in our mind, it's going to be appearing real to us. When we are able to give the meaning to it and we understand the meaning, we will now know that we are going to turn it to a courage. We are going to turn it to be bravery, to do it in spite of the fear. So like I said, I'll be stopping here. Thank you for joining my live broadcast and listening to this content. I really, really appreciate you. God bless you.